How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Marlon Wade's weekly podcast. You guys already know who this is. This is Marlon Wade here. Uh, Today I want to probably get on a little bit of a serious note. This whole past, I'll probably say this past year or so, back in 2015, things been a little bit rough for me, you know. And I figured I'd go ahead and talk to at least the people in my age group. See, I'm 25, so I'm in that. I'm going through my 20s, and 20s is always the supposedly that time where things are supposed to be tough, and you're supposed to be struggling, figuring things out, finding yourself, and just setting yourself up for the rest of your life. But I just want to specifically talk to the 20-year-olds and the teenagers. I'm gonna go ahead and start up with the teenagers first, though. I know there's a lot of you guys out there. You're in high school, and it seems like right now things are fun. I know a lot of people probably telling you, especially the adults, they're probably telling you to have fun now because these are the best years of your life. High school, and I want to tell you guys, man, they are wrong. All right, they're telling you wrong. High school is not the best years of your life. High school, in hindsight, looking back now, it was probably the worst years of my life. I'd probably say. You hang around a bunch of insecure people who, every day you're probably doing a lot of passing jokes around on everybody. People are probably passing jokes on to you. Everybody making each other feel bad. Everyone trying to look cool. Everybody think they know everything. There's fights all over the place. There's good things about it, there's bad things about it, but the bad outweighs the good in that situation. And for people to tell you that those are the best years of your life, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that they are lying to you. All right, the people who are telling you that, the adults who are telling you that, are the ones who didn't do what they needed to do when they were young, and now they're struggling. They don't have the life that they dreamed of, that they wanted. So they want to tell you that, hey, the best years of your life are when you're in high school. Enjoy it while it lasts. It gets worse from here, son. No, it doesn't. All right. Even though right now, I'm kind of having a rough time at it. And I'm 25. Made a lot of mistakes. Things are still significantly better than when I was in high school. Okay. Things do get better. You get a job. You start saving your money. You get a car. Some of you guys are gonna go to college. Some of you guys are gonna start a business. Some of y'all might start working out. You're gonna start finding yourself, figuring out who you are, and getting comfortable with yourself. When you're kids in high school are not comfortable with themselves. That's why there's a lot of, as the kids say now, a lot of roasting going on. They're always roasting each other, passing jokes. Everyone trying to, one up somebody. Everyone thinks they know everything, so they're always trying to tell somebody something, like they know everything. And the older you get, man, that stops. All that stops. That goes away. Because once you get out into the real world, you're going to start to realize that there's a lot of stuff that you do not know. And you're going to feel real dumb once you get out into the real world. You're going to see how harsh it really is. So don't let all these people, especially these, the cool kids that think that, they're hard and whatnot. Life is going to knock them down. So don't even worry about them. All right. The only thing that you need to be worrying about when you're in high school right now is getting out of there. Try and get out early if you can. When I was in high school, man, they had kids who graduated when they're a year earlier. They graduated. They didn't waste time. They graduated in the 11th grade and they went to college. Or whatever they did. I don't know. Maybe they didn't go to college. But they didn't waste time in there. Alright? So if you're listening to this podcast right now, man, you know, and you're in 8th grade, 9th grade, you know, and you're fooling around, please buckle down, man. Buckle down. You know, it might seem like the schoolwork right now is, you know, it's not going to do anything for you. It's useless. You know, and it all depends on what you're majoring when you're going to college too. You know, a lot of the math problems that you're taking in high school, you know, it seems useless. But if you want to go into engineering, if you want to go into any of the sciences, you know, if you want to become like a astrophysicist like Neil deGrasse, math is real essential, man. You're gonna need all that math you can get. And those professions pay a whole lot of money. All right, they pay a whole lot of money, and with those kind of jobs, it's not. I don't want to say that it's not hard work, but it's not physical hard work. It's not hard on your body. You're using your mind, you're using your brain, and that's what you want when you go, you know, when you go find a job. You want to be able to use your mind. You be creative. You know, don't get a job where you're killing yourself, killing your body. You know, those are the jobs that you want to stay away from. You know, now I'm not saying that anyone out there who do want to get those kind of jobs, you know, I'm not saying that that's the bad thing or that it's degrading. You know, long term, those jobs do not do good for your body. They break you down. Okay, but back to what I was saying though. I kind of sometimes I get a little off topic. Sometimes I go off on a tangent. But yeah, man, just try to get out of high school as fast as possible. You know, no fooling around. Get in there, keep your grades up. Nothing else matters at that point. Don't worry about your homeboys. Don't worry about your friends. Once you leave high school, look here, 90% of them, even 95% of them, you will probably won't even see them ever again. Right? Hey, y'all listening to me right now. You're probably laughing. You're probably saying, "Yeah, right." Look, I'm 25 years old, man. I have not seen. I'd probably even say 98% of the people that were in high school. Every once in a while, I see somebody, but that's very rare. And usually, once we see each other, just a quick little, you know, little head nod or what up, and that's it. We go without our merry ways. You know, so right now, just focus on yourself, what you want to do. Start thinking about the future right now. This is the time right now when you're in 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th. This is the time right now to be thinking about what you want to do. No, don't be in class fooling around. Seriously, grab a pen and paper while you're in class, when you're done with your work. Start jotting things down. What you want to do, what you like. Try different things out. That's what that time's for. That's what that 4 years is for in high school. It's for you to figure out what you want to do with yourself. What you like. That's what that's there for. It's not there for you to fool around, well, you know, with your homeboys and then think everything's going to be all right. You're wasting time, man. Because once you get out of high school, I mean, time just flies. When I was in school, things just seem to go by so slow. You know, I used to can't wait for that bell to ring. I'm like, man, what is this bell taking so long? Like, geez, it's Friday. I want to get up out of here. I want to go watch Toonami. You know, I want to go watch. Well, at the time they had Dragon Ball Z, and then they had a Saturday afternoons on Saturday. You know, and I'm like, man, this is taking so long. But once I got out of high school, man, it just seemed like everything was just going by so fast. You know, I'm 25 years old now, man. I remember high school. It felt like high school was nothing but 2 years ago. And I've been out of high school now going on 5 years. No, not 5. About 6 years now. 6 years, man. Went by like that. All right. It goes, man. The time will go by quick once you get out of high school and start getting into the workforce. So you need to use this time wisely right now. This 4 years of you being in high school, use it wisely. Start thinking about what you want to do. I'm not saying you don't gotta. I'm not saying don't have fun now. Of course, have a little fun. If you want to play little games, go play some games. Nothing wrong with that at all. But just try to set some time aside for you to be able to just be with yourself in your mind and really think hard about life. Because no one does that. Everyone just let life happen. They let things happen by accident. Don't be like those kind of people. Let things happen on purpose. Of course, you have bumps in the road, but for the most part, when you're planning your life, things will go according to plan. So you got to plan. Okay, what's the famous quote? How does it go? When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. All right, so get the planning and figure out what you want to do with yourself. All right. So now, let me go ahead and talk to my 20-year-olds, my age group. I want to talk to the ones who are just now, you graduated high school, you're out. I want to tell you what I would do if if I could go back in time when I was 20. Shoot, there's a lot of things I would do differently. I already know exactly what I want to do. Now, probably the first thing I would have done was I would at least signed up for one class in college. I would have took one class at a time because school is real expensive, man. You don't want to get into no kind of debt that's gonna anchor you down and follow you all up in your 30s and 40s. You want to stay away from that, And right now, the workforce, there's really no jobs out there for anybody. The baby boomers, our parents, they're still working. A lot of the baby boomers should be retiring right now, but they can't because they didn't do. They didn't really think and say, what, we need to save for retirement. A lot of them didn't do that, man. So now they're stuck working. So that's why you see that there's no jobs for us millennials out there, and we're struggling because there's no jobs out there for us. Only job out there for us is minimum wage job, and we can't move out making that kind of money. All right. So the first thing that I would have done back then is I would have took it one class at a time, and probably by the time I'm 25 or 26, I probably would have been done. But doing it that way, you definitely would save a lot of money, and you will stay out of debt, which is the number one goal. Now, the second thing that I probably would have done differently is see, what I did was, man, I put all my eggs into one basket. And that's okay to a certain extent. It all depends on what you're doing, but that's not always the best thing to do. At the time, I was doing bodybuilding. Right? At the time, I figured, hey, I got a lot of people telling me I got a good physique. You can make a lot of money at this, And I was having fun at the time, man. I liked it. I like working out. I enjoy it. To this day, I enjoy it. I like going to the gym. I like working out hard. I like squatting hard. I like that sore feeling you get after when you're done. And you see the results. You look in the mirror, you're like, damn, I look damn good. And then you want more. And then you see the women start looking at you. So definitely working out is good. All right. So all you 20-year-olds out there, get to working out. It's gonna be good for you when you go into your 30s too, as well. It's gonna follow you way well into when you're older too. So all you 20-year-olds out there, you're 20, 21, get to working out, man. Don't waste time. But But yeah, that's the thing that I was doing. I was doing bodybuilding. Then me and my father had a business that we was running. So I was doing bodybuilding, and I was helping my dad run the gym business. It was a gym we had. I was running the gym, and the gym failed about. Let's see, we had about three stores. Yeah, we had 3 times. We opened up, we closed. We opened up another location, we had to close again. We tried it one more time and we closed, and I said, yeah, that's it, man. We can't keep doing this. So I stopped doing that. Just kept doing the bodybuilding thing. My father said, hey man, I got you. Don't worry about working, just work out. And that wasn't fine. That's not that wasn't a bad deal. It's just that sometimes in life, things happen. Accidents happen. Some people fall off of a curve and they break their ankles. Stuff like that happens. So you gotta be prepared for anything. So what happened to me was that I ended up getting a kidney stone, and I ended up losing about I probably say 40 pounds of muscle. So I lost a lot of my gains that I had. Ended up getting real small. So I basically had to start all over again. I was like 200 pounds. And, well, geez, I lost 50 pounds. I lost 50. I'm 150 pounds right now, and I was 200 pounds before I got the kidney stone. So I actually had to end up starting all over again. I'm still not where I want to be. But my point is not to put all your eggs into one basket. What you want to do is you want to do like what they say on the do what the investors say. You want to diversify, right? We all got different hobbies that we like. There's never just one thing that we like. There's always a couple of things things that we like to do. Now it could be drawing, it could be bike riding, it could be making videos, a wide range of things. Golf, tennis. Some people like tinkering with bicycles, fixing bicycles. That right there can be turned into a business. That's a big thing right now, is fixing bicycles. That's huge. Fitness is huge. So if you like tinkering with bicycles, get into that. But yeah, I guess my point is, don't put all your eggs into one basket. Diversify. If you like working on cars, work on cars. But if you also like, you like tinkering with computers, tinker with computers too. Do that too. That's another way of making money. That's something else that you can put on your on the resume that everyone likes to, you gotta have a good resume. If you ask me, I think about 20 years from now, that's not going to hold up anymore. Have no resume. People are going to want to see what you can do. Don't tell me, show me. But yeah, man, just try to really do all the things that you love, and try to get good at doing those things. Because that's what's going to bring you success. Is doing the thing that you love and becoming great at it. Because when you're doing the thing that you really love, all those, because remember now, we all don't like just one thing. We all like a bunch of different things. You do those things. Try to fill your life up with those things that you love the most, and get good at those things. All right. Now, when you do those things that you love, it's not really gonna feel like work. Sometimes it will. Sometimes it will. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be all fun and roses and sunshine and everything. It's not. But for the most part, you're gonna like it, and you're gonna want to get better. You're gonna research ways to get better. You're gonna get up every day with a burning desire to start, getting back to work again, of wanting to get better. That's what's gonna happen when you're doing the things that you love. So make sure that you, like I said, diversify. Find out what you like, and do those things. Don't just when you get out of high school, don't just say you're just gonna get a job. You're gonna work, you're gonna pay bills, and then that's it. Don't stop planning after that. You gotta think way farther than that, man. You gotta be like, look, okay, I got a job now. That's step one. 'Cause you need a job when you're 20, living with your parents. You're gonna have to pay. They're gonna give you a bill to pay. All right, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. They're gonna give you a bill to pay. Some of y'all, when you're in high school and you got a job, y'all know they gave you probably a water bill to pay or something. All right, so when you turn 20 and you done with high school, they really gonna give you a bill to pay. All right, so don't be surprised when they tell you that. All right. So anyway, step one. You got your job, right? That's step one. You got that out the way. Now you can pay the bills or whatnot. You can buy your clothes. You can buy your little fun stuff, your video games, whatnot. But at the same time, you need to also buy your equipment. And by equipment, I mean, let's say if you're into, like I was saying, with tinkering with cars, you're gonna need to buy some tools to do that. You're into computers. You like fixing computers. You like pulling them apart, building them back up together. You like desktops. You're gonna need tools for that. You like sewing. You like sewing clothes. You gotta get a sewing machine. Right? See what I mean? You gotta get a sewing machine. You need thread. You need a needle. You need fabrics. So you see what I'm talking about? Equipment. So don't just get a job to just buy, stupid shit. Alright, because at the end of the day, most of it is just stupid shit. You can get the stupid shit later on. You don't gotta get all of it. You can get some of it. Make yourself feel good. Get some of it, but try not to say, "Oh, I'm gonna get everything." All right, it will always be there. It ain't going nowhere. All right. A guy once told me, "Hey man, why are you rushing to get that Ferrari for? It's gonna be there. It ain't going nowhere. You can be 45 years old. That Ferrari gonna be right there. All right. So you ain't gotta kill yourself to get it. All right. That video game system is gonna be there. They're gonna have another video game system. You ain't gonna miss out. All right. So don't rush it. Just buy your equipment, like I was saying. It can be anything. You want to, let's say, web programming. You want to get into computer programming. Get yourself a laptop. That count as equipment. As a matter of fact, that even count as an investment, which I will talk about investments later on. Get yourself a laptop, a tablet. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, get yourself a tablet. They're useful. But if you have a phone, then you really don't need a tablet. Just a laptop and a tablet. If you want to do computer programming, get a laptop. Download the compiler that you need. And just start playing around with it, man. Go on treehouse.com, Code Academy. Get on there and start practicing. That's what it's gonna take for you to get good at whatever it is that you're gonna want to do, man. There's gonna be sacrifices that are gonna have to be made too. Like I was saying, there's a lot of things I want to buy. Can't. Because if I just keep buying the things that I like, I'm going to be in the same predicament 5 years from now. And I don't want to be in the same predicament 5 years from now. I think that would be pretty pathetic on my part. Right? So, alrighty. So, I guess the next thing I want to talk about is the investments. Investments. Save your money, man. Save. I can't say that enough. Make sure you always put money aside, man. That's probably one of the most important ones. Too much of us, we just, and I see it all the time. Even with my family. I'm kind of a quiet observer. I check people out. I eavesdrop on people. I listen to people's conversations. So that way I can know what they're thinking. And a lot of people, they just spend money. Just like I was saying in the last podcast, I had I do security at nighttime, and in one of the clothing stores, I went in there, and a lot of people know that I don't spend money that much. A lot of people, they call me cheapo. They say I'm cheap. I take that as a compliment though. But anyways, I was in one of the stores, and they were like, "Hey, you gonna buy this perfume for your mom for Valentine's Day?" And I looked at it. I wasn't really gonna buy. I wasn't gonna buy. I just made it look like I was thinking about it. So I sat there, made it look like I was thinking about it. I said, nah, I'm good. I said, man, of course you gonna say no, man. You cheap, man. What you saving your money for, man? Come on, man. The money gonna go away anyway. And I was gonna say something to them, but some people, sometimes it's best just to keep things to yourself, man. Because some people, the only way they're gonna learn is when some hard shit happens to them. So I just left it alone. But don't think like that. All right, I'm talking to not just my 20-year-olds this time. I'm talking to the teenagers too. All right, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm talking to you guys. Don't think like that when it comes to your money. You need to be a cheapo. Alright? You're making minimum wage. You're probably in college. You probably got a car payment. You need to be a cheapo right now. You got bills. If you got a girlfriend, sometimes you gotta spend money on a girlfriend, man. Hey, now, but if you're messing with a cool chick who will tell you, hey man, you ain't gotta do all that, that's a plus. Keep her. Alright, keep her. But yeah, man, just really get into the habit of really just thinking about things before you buy it. Because for the most part, once you just sit on it and you say, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna buy it now. Let me go ahead and just sit on that. I'll think about it. Usually when you get done thinking about it, you'll say, I don't need it. Or I'm good. I didn't want as bad as I thought I did. And that's what usually happens when you really just sit on it. I do that a whole lot, and I'll probably say about maybe I'll say 55% of the time I actually don't end up getting it. But yeah, man, just be a cheapo, save your money. Try and save up. Try and get a budget. If you tell yourself, you know what, I want to save $200 a month. Be serious about it and say I'm gonna save $200 a month. Cause that's a lot of money at the end of the month, man. That's a whole lot of money. Matter of fact, let me do the math right now. Shoot, let me get my calculator right now. And then that's one thing. All you teenagers out there, you're in high school right now. Don't stop doing your work when you get out. Because you start losing your mind. You gotta start using calculators like me and shit. All right, so what I said, $200 a month. So that's times 12. You have at the end of the year, you'll have $2,400. That ain't too shabby. All right, that ain't too bad. You can actually buy a car with that, or if you want, you can put down on the car if you want to, an expensive one to get car payments, which I don't recommend. But a lot of people do that. But yeah, hey, $2,400, man, that's not bad if you keep putting that aside. Now, ideally, what you want to do with that money, you either want to open up a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA. That would be the best thing to do with that money, right? Now, the minimum you need to do one is $1,000. So you can take $1,000 out of that, and then use the rest, $1,400 for a car. So you see, all within a year, you done two important things. You got a car, and you open up a Roth IRA. All right, now, the Roth IRA, I know a lot of y'all are wondering, well, what the heck is that? A Roth IRA is a retirement plan. Well, not just a retirement plan. You can also use it as a down payment for a house. You can use it for different things. But mainly it's a retirement plan. This is how you will reach the top 1% by the time you're 50 years old. It's with the Roth IRA. Now, I got lucky that I hang with smart people. People who are smart, way smarter than me. Because that's how I found out about it. You know, I started at a good time. I'm 25 years old. I wish I would have started 5 years ago. I would have had, a lot more money sitting in my Roth. But it's alright. Better late than never. 25 years old, still young. But yeah, man, what you want to do when you get your Roth, keep putting money into it. If you're, like I said, if you are going to do $200 a month, or even $100, that's still good. Put that money into the Roth. Don't put it into your savings account, because it's going to grow faster in your Roth IRA account or traditional Roth, faster than if you would have put into your savings account. All right. Now, I know a lot of y'all heard me say traditional, you heard me say Roth IRA. Now, the difference between a Roth IRA and a traditional is when you pay taxes. The traditional, you will pay tax later when you pull the money out. So let's say by the time you're, I'll even say 60 years old. A lot of people retiring, later on in their lives. Let's say 60. You got $2 million in your bank account in your traditional Roth IRA. When you pull that money out, that's when you'll pay for it. That's when you'll pay taxes on it. Right? So that's a traditional Roth. That's a traditional IRA. When you pull that money out, you're going to pay taxes on it when you pull it out. Now, the Roth IRA, which what I got, is you're going to pay taxes now on it. You're paying taxes now. And when you pull it out, you won't pay no taxes at all. So it really all depends. You really got to think about it. A lot of people say they get the traditional because they're saying that, they're going to be making a lot of money now, and then by the time they get older, they're going to make less money. So when they pull it out, they can pay less taxes and whatnot, and vice versa with the Roth. It's like, hey, I'm not making a lot of money now, but I'll pay less in taxes, and therefore you can put more money into your Roth. But it really all depends on you. You can go and do your research. I can't hold your hands. You do your own research about that. But yeah, man, that's probably the number 2 thing you want to do. Save, open up a Roth or traditional IRA, some kind of retirement plan. And the third thing you want to do, man, is do the things that you love. Find out what you love. Don't waste time on stupid bullshit. Alright? What do I mean by bullshit? Going to the club all the time. Spending your money on drinks all the time. On clothes. I want to get the new shades. I like those shades over there. I'm going to go get them. It costs about $50. Alright. That's what you call wasting your money and wasting your time. You're doing things that in the future aren't going to do you any good. They make you feel good right now, in the present moment. But once you go home, that feeling goes away, and you're back to life again. You're back to real life. You're back to your real situation that you hate. So that's what you call temporarily making yourself feel good. You don't want that. What's gonna make you happy is working towards your goal, working towards how you want your life to be. That's what's gonna make you happy. Once you know what you want to do and you're working towards that, man, instantly right there, you're gonna start feeling a whole lot better. Because now you know what you want to do, you're doing what you like, and you know you're working towards it. You're getting somewhere. Every day you see progress. That's what's gonna make you happy. You know. That's what's gonna make you happy. Not getting up every day, and just buying shit, and then saying, okay, that now I'm happy. That's just gonna make you happy for a little while. That's not gonna sustain your happiness. All right. So find out what you like. How do you find out what you like, Marlon? Best way to do it is to try out different stuff. Try out different things. Man, I never knew that I would have liked photography. I would never known that. It just so happened that, was going on a family cruise last year. And I said, yeah, you know what, let me go ahead and buy a camera. And I got to buy a camera for you so we can someone got to take pictures. So I bought a camera. Started practicing before we went on the cruise. And I got bit by the photography bug, man. I started liking it. Now I got my own Flickr. You can go on flickr.com/MarlonWade055. You'll see my pictures. I'm making a website. I'm starting to like street photography. I'm actually finding out different ways where I can make money off of my pictures, off of my photos. See, and things like that happen when you try things out. When you just take that initiative and say, no, I'm gonna try it out. It don't look too good in my head right now. I'm thinking about it. It don't look all that. It don't even sound like it's all that. But I'm gonna try it out and see what happens. That's what I did. I love it now. That's one of my hobbies that I love. That every day makes me happy. That I know that I'm working towards something. Right. Even with this podcast right here, I started this podcast just as a way to vent. There's quite a bit of things in life that aren't going the way that I would like, and this was just a way to vent, man. It makes me feel better, and yeah, I make money off of these. Yeah, I make money. YouTube, like I said, YouTube AdSense. These make money, so try out different things. Like I said, you want a radio show? Get a podcast. You want to draw? Get a website. Get a DeviantArt. Get an Instagram. Start promoting your drawings. Drawing right now, art is huge right now. Man, there's people making money on art right now. It's not even funny. There's a lot of people on Instagram that I'm following that do art, man, and that really exploded. So if you're into drawing, you went to college for drawing, trade school for drawing, you like art, man, shoot, man, you better get on it right now, man. Right now, in this day and age, the information age, or you can call it the computer age, right now, it's easier than ever to do what you want to do. There's no time in life than right now that it will ever be easier for you to do what you want to do. Alright? Don't waste time. Do it right now. Like I was saying, go out there, try different things. That's the only way you're gonna find out what you like. You can't just sit there and think about it. Life's gonna pass you by when you just sit there and think about it, because you'll never find out if you really like it if you're just sitting there thinking about it. You gotta actually do it. All right. So that right there, man. That's the advice that I have for y'all 20-year-olds. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. In the podcast right now. I'll probably tell y'all a little bit more in next week's podcast. But yeah, man. You gotta get serious, man. You got to. If y'all wasting time, you guys gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. You're gonna end up being. It starts at 20. You're 20. Next you're 22. 25 comes. 28, 30. It goes by quick. You don't want to be 30 years old and ain't did shit. You don't gotta prove nothing to nobody, but all you gotta do is prove to yourself. But the worst person that you can fail to is yourself. That's the worst person that you can fail. Don't fail yourself. All right, do you. Do the things you love. Save your money. Open up that Roth IRA, like I said. All right. Every now and then, ain't nothing wrong with buying. You want to buy a PS4? Go buy a PS4. I'm getting myself a PS4. I'm gonna get The Last of Us. The Last of Us 2 when it comes out, and also the new Uncharted that's coming out. I want to get that as well. Matter of fact, Naughty Dog have been making some real good games lately, man. They really been stepping their game up. But I'll probably go ahead and talk about video games in the next podcast. I wanted to make this one, a serious one. Just giving y'all advice on the things that I learned, in this past 5 years that I've been out of class. I've been out of school, high school, and I hope a lot of y'all, teenagers and 20-year-olds just take my advice. And just really take my advice, man. Please don't be one of those. I remember when I was y'all age, a lot of people told me the same stuff. I would look at them and I would laugh. I was like, yeah, man, that ain't gonna be me. I don't know what you talking about. Shoot, you better get it with that mess. Shoot, look at me now. That is me. All right, so just take my advice, man. Just even if you don't take it, just sit on it. Like I was saying, just sit on it and think about it. All right. So, with that being said, this is the Marlon Wade's weekly podcast. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you boys next time. All right. Next podcast will be a little more uplifting. Talk about video games and whatnot. But also talk about the Batman versus Superman. I really want to talk about that one next time. So, all right. So next podcast will be more uplifting. All right. So I'm gonna see you guys next time. All right. Peace.